Hello and welcome back to the Give and Go. I'm your co-host Reynoso here with my boy
Soltero.
And today we have a new producer on deck only because producer Rudd is out.
Yeah.
He is out.
Yeah, he's out.
He's out on, I don't know what I would call it. Let's just say injury for now. Producer Rudd got injured.
Yeah.
So he's out for today. And instead, we have producer Sib at the helm right now. Applause because producer Sib, he's my roommate. Yeah. So, you know, he won't fulfill the shoes that producer Rudd has left, but he can definitely provide us with a good show at the very least for you guys. So that's why we're in this setup right now. Why things are a little different for today. So just stay with us, man. Producer got fired for the mouse last time.
Yeah, we did not take well to that.
We did not, man. We did not, bro. But today we're here to talk about two matches that happened, and I think we have to start with the United States. And
please,
brother, before I get into anything, I really want you to take this one, man. You are the bigger United States fan amongst us. This game meant a lot more to you, and I want you to just express yourself, man. Okay. Let the people know what you thought about that match.
Yeah. First off, just an interesting pair of games today. Maybe from an entertainment aspect, from an energy level point of view. I just thought there were some really interesting trends that happened today, really interesting plays that went on today. And I think I could sum all of that up and describe the USA-Netherlands game with all of those adjectives, man. I thought this was a very interesting game. It didn't go exactly the way that I planned. Maybe for the Netherlands it kind of did. But for the USA, I'm left not too disappointed, but I'm still bummed. I'm still very bummed at the USA's performance today because I thought they had a lot more to give going into the match. After the 90 minutes, I was just like, that's it. Like, that's it. That sums up all of my emotions. I'm not angry. I'm not heartbroken. Like, let's say a lot of Mexico fans were when, maybe they couldn't do it fully against Saudi Arabia, or the deadlock was broken against Argentina. I was never heartbroken in this game. I was just like, shit. That's how this USA run ends. A little lackluster at the end of the day, but full credit to the Netherlands because they came out here today. They had a very set game plan. They maintained their mentality throughout the entire 90 minutes, and it worked. It worked to full effect. And I don't know, man. I mean, those are just my emotions right now. I'm a little confused, a little let down, but I'm actually pretty positive. I'm actually overall, my net feeling and my net emotion is actually positive. And let me tell you why. I think the only thing that separated the USA and the Netherlands today was efficiency, conversion rate. It's not talent that separated the two sides. It's not the level of play or even the style. I don't even think it was really a tactical failure on Berhalter on why the USA lost today. I think it was purely the Dutch were way more efficient and they converted every single chance that they had. And that is just, you already described it, that's cold. That's that European talent and precision at its finest, man. Their first shot on goal, a goal, right? And who had an incredible day today? Denzel Dumfries. I thought he's been kind of quiet throughout this entire tournament, but he comes out today and just shows why he might be one of the best fullbacks in all of Europe. And how do you stop that from a USA perspective? Well, if he's on his day, Dumfries is almost unstoppable, and I think that's what we saw today. I'm not going to use that as an excuse, but it's something that I don't think the USA were expecting to see today, a perfect Denzel Dumfries. But not only that, I thought Depay was really good today. Very deadly, always involved, and he, too, was very clinical when he got his chances. Those two assists from Denzel Dumfries and then also that third goal from Dumfries himself, he had an incredible day, but the Dutch just stayed calm, played the ball in front of them, let the USA come at them, absorbed all the pressure that they could, and when the moment was right, the Dutch was... sorry, hold on, yeah. All right, yeah, there's something weird going on. Sorry, guys. Yeah, but I'll just keep going. The fuck? The Dutch were... Yeah, sorry. Weird distractions right now.
There's fucking no one, man.
Okay.
Was it the dog?
That was weird.
Someone was knocking.
Someone was knocking, but in a really weird way.
In a really weird way. It had to be the dog, man.
God damn it.
I threw you the fuck off.
That really threw me off.
Damn. All right,
sorry, guys. Sorry. Again, I think a lot of the comments that I've seen about this USA loss have actually been really negative. A lot. It's not called soccer, it's called football. Or the Dutch completely outclassed and outplayed the USA today. I think they were the better team, 100%. I'm not going to deny that from the Dutch. But I think the margin was a lot closer than people are giving it credit for. And I think there's a lot of actual examples within the 90 minutes that I could use. That Christian Pulisic chance in the first 4 minutes, you got to finish that. And the thing is, the USA were able to craft that, get a little aggressive, and that ball fell perfectly to Christian Pulisic. Yeah. But unfortunately, he just didn't strike it perfectly. He just didn't. But there are other moments, too. After we equalized, that chance where Pulisic found himself in a lot of space, and it opened up for Haji Wright to make the perfect run in on goal, and the ball was just a little too long. Just a little too long. Haji Wright had to adjust, and by then, the gap to score wasn't there anymore, you know? And so if the U.S. finished those chances, they scored 3 goals today. Yeah. And I think those are 2 really clear chances that are scorable. And the Dutch let that happen. The USA were able to craft those chances. Now, the goal that they did score was crazy. What a crazy touch for the U.S. to actually get that looping ball over the top and then, hit his foot. Wild goal.
If he meant to do that, that's the greatest goal of all time.
Right. Yeah. But despite all that, the USA could have had 2 to 3 goals today. And when you look at the goals that they conceded, it wasn't a team effort as to why those goals were conceded. Yeah. I thought it was individual mistakes. The first goal that we conceded should have never happened. From the 50-yard line or from the halfway point, you see Depay make a direct center run. And who's right behind him that entire time? Tyler Adams. But he's not sprinting. He's jogging back, just ball watching. Depay's right in front of him the entire play. And all that happens, Depay ends up putting it through, whereas Tyler Adams could have got in front of his man and prevented that from happening. That's not a team effort as to why they conceded. That's Tyler Adams' mistake. And if they would have just fixed that, if Adams would have been more alert to what was going on, it would have been 0-0, and the USA would have been still completely in it. That third goal that they conceded, not once did Anthony Robinson look behind him to see if there was any threat.
That one was hard.
Individual mistake.
Yeah.
So if the USA at the back were just a little bit more aware, a little bit smarter, this game would have been 0-0, and the USA would have had very good chance to go. But even with those mistakes, the USA were able to craft multiple chances to get back into this game and to score 2 or 3 goals. The difference was just efficiency, in my opinion. It was not the play of the game. But again, credit to the Netherlands, because where the USA faltered in their efficiency, the Dutch said, hey, we're going to finish our chances. And if you're not, we will finish ours. And that's why we're going through and you're not. So credit to the Netherlands, because for that reason, they deserve this win and they are the better team.
Yeah. No, actually, I can't argue any of that truly. I do agree. It really comes down to efficiency. But yeah, I just think the Netherlands had a better execution of game plan. I think both teams had really good game plans going into the match. The Netherlands were fine, just kind of sitting back and waiting for an opportunity to USA to, they kind of banked on them having these flaws. And they were right, man. They got it right, because ultimately those USA defenders like Tyler Adams and Anthony Robinson ended up fucking up, dude.
They just fucked up.
Messing up. And the Netherlands immediately took advantage of that almost way too ruthlessly. Like, it was almost too harsh how they were able to punish the USA for one simple mistake. Whereas on the other hand, Netherlands didn't get punished for their mistakes. We talked about the Pulisic chance at the very beginning, bro. Yeah. They should have gotten punished for that,
They
man.
should have.
But I felt like Pulisic just didn't get that good of contact on the ball, and it resulted in him just kind of getting an iffy shot off and the goalkeeper saving it. So I think that's what it comes down to. I also think experience comes into play as well, knowing that you got to be aware of all things around you. I think that goes for Tyler Adams, for Anthony Robinson, Serginho Dest at moments, who was really good in that first half. But I think overall the team in general needed a little bit more, I don't know, like an urgency, like an awareness to the game that they lacked, because the Netherlands were able to just come into this match almost kind of confident and feeling good about themselves, and it showed, bro.
Yes,
it showed,
it
and
did.
I'm gonna use the Soltero line here, but I kind of saw this coming. I kind of saw this coming.
No, you did.
I banked on the Netherlands, having a semi-good group stage where they ended up getting a result out of every single game if it was even just 1 point minimum, but they got 7 points and they qualified out of the group. And I just thought, you know what, in the knockout stages, I think this Dutch team is going to end up just activating that Dutch clutch gene, dude. Yeah. And that's exactly what we saw today, man. Yeah. We saw a Dutch side that looks ready to go, looks ready for every single opponent in this knockout stage. Yeah. They seem prepared. Louis van Gaal carries himself like the godfather of football, man. He barely stands up.
Yeah, he's waltzing around surveying.
Yeah.
He's like, we're fine.
Yeah, goes back and sits down. I'm like, dude, this is some mob shit, man.
Yeah.
And it's low-key a little disrespectful, but at the same time, he got the result.
Yeah.
And so I can't knock him for it. I think this team is set to have a really special knockout stage run. But all in all, I do credit the USA for being able to come a Christian Pulisic pass away from potentially tying the match at 1.22 despite all of that.
Yes. Okay. So you brought up some really, really good points that I kind of want to bounce off of. So first off, that clinical gene that the Netherlands do possess was on full display today. One thing I do want to praise them for, that first goal that they scored, where it was beautiful interchange playing the midfield,
dude.
The build up to the right wing, and then the perfect final pass from Dumfries to Depay, that was vintage Netherlands. That is what I saw game in, game out in the Nations League and in Euro qualifications to get to this World Cup. That was what I was waiting to see for this entire time at this World Cup, bro. Absolutely beautiful. And then beyond that, Denzel Dumfries, man, we saw another vintage performance from him. And I already said it. At his best, he's one of the best fullbacks in the world. And my God, did he show up today. The back line with Timber and Van Dijk and Nathan Ake were very solid today. Very good. So what I saw overall today from the Netherlands was a very professional and clinical performance. Do not want to take that away. So yes, the Dutch came out to play, and my God, did they execute it to damn near perfection. Now I want to go back to the USA, because you said at the end of your analysis, you said despite how good the Netherlands were, the USA were still able to craft multiple chances to get back into this game. And had they had that finishing gene, this would have been a way tighter game and would have gone into extra time and possibly penalties. And that's how close this USA team were. I want to make that very clear. The USA team are one step away from competing with, the likes of the Netherlands at a World Cup in a knockout game. But what really upset me about today's USA performance, man, is you actually said at the beginning of your analysis on this game, the Dutch were so confident and the USA were the opposite, man. There was something off about the USA team in general. I've never seen Robinson play as bad a game as he did today. Mm-hmm. On both ends, defensively and offensively, Robinson was off.
Woeful, bro.
Woeful.
There's a reason Denzel Dumfries went off.
Yeah,
man. He took advantage.
Yes, he took complete advantage, man. And even going forward, I'm just like, where is your tenacity, Robinson? Where are you, brother? And then the two center backs, Ream and Zimmerman, they look nervous, man. They look shaky. And I was never comfortable with them on the ball or one-on-one with like Gakpo or Dumfries going or penetrating right at them. Never comfortable. I'm surprised the Netherlands actually didn't score more based off of how nervous we looked. And then the midfield, Musa, McKennie, and Adams. Well, I already talked about the Adams mistake, but Musa, McKennie, it took them a long time to really get going. A long time. It wasn't until that second half that they actually started combining off the pass. So in that first half, I'm just like, guys, boys, where is our energy? What are we doing out here? We played so hard in our first three group games. And even against England, we dominated possession. We dictated the tempo. Even though we had the ball today, we did not dictate the tempo of this game. The Netherlands dictated it off the ball with their defense, and we looked shell-shocked. We looked so nervous out there. And since our backline and our midfield was off, we could not get going offensively because they barely touched the ball. Pulisic was begging for the ball, and Ferreira had...
It was 10v11 with Ferreira.
Ferreira had a bad game, man. A really bad game. He was essentially non-existent. And so just overall, I thought the USA came out with the wrong mentality, man. Maybe they gave it all in the group stage, and they just had no more to give. Maybe that's true. If that's the case, then that fucking sucks. But I'm going to say that's not the case because they're professional. They should be fit. I think what came down today is there was doubt somehow in this camp. There was doubt, and the night before when they're like, shit, we have to play the Netherlands guys. Can we beat them? And they all looked at each other, and there was doubt. I think is ultimately what came up as the disease throughout this team today is that there wasn't that true belief. That same belief that I saw against England was not there today, man. It was not there. And it sucks because you can't do that against a European team. If you're on the same pitch as a European and you show any sense of fear, they are going to pounce on that. And if anything, that only fuels their own confidence. Yeah. Europeans love it when the opponent shows fear because they're like, oh, we got this. We got this. We can run these fools all day, bro. And that is exactly what happened today. But it sucks because if the USA had just played the same way they played against England, I think they actually could have gone all the way against this Dutch side. They're this close, and I think people are going to be a lot more harsh on them. I'm being harsh on their mentality, but even with all that being said, it was 2-1, and we were one Haji Wright chance away from equalizing at 2-2. All that being said. So overall, there's a lot to go off of here positively. And the USA are going to come back as a more experienced team. That fear will no longer be there 4 years from now. And I'm very proud of what they've been able to achieve in Qatar 2022. And I think the future is looking very, very bright for the USA.
Let me look at these comments, man. Let's see what these people are saying. Producer Sib, if you can get on the mouse, please, and scroll up a little bit for me. Let me catch up on some of these comments.
Go, keep going.
Keep going. Keep going. We've got a bunch of commentary here over this game. Let's stop right there. I don't understand how the USA were so organized against England, who are much more superior than Netherlands, and their defense was like schoolboys at many points in the game. Yes. I would say, I remember going into the match when I compared the offensive Netherlands against the offensive USA. I thought they were pretty even. Same with the midfield, but the defense, bro, that's the one that I just didn't have that trust, man. I'd rather trust Netherlands defense over the USA, and that ultimately was the answer for why the Netherlands was able to win today, man. Yeah. Their defense was rock solid, man. They were so good. They were so good. The fact that De Ligt was a sub shows the quality of the Dutch backline. Whole game I was telling my girlfriend that the Netherlands defense was going to keep the USA out.
Yeah.
Let's see. I feel like the Netherlands weren't playing all out. They were chilling, in my opinion. I think Netherlands players will go all out against Argentina. And we'll talk about that matchup in a second. Yes. USA is missing a number 9. I think that's apparent.
Yeah, that's very
apparent, man.
Yeah.
They have great wingers, but they need a better number 9. That one that can match up to the skill of those guys right beside him. I wonder if the 0 goals conceded from open play stat made the USA feel like they could hold and win a low-scoring slugfest.
I just wonder what the mentality was, man. Because this USA team was a low-key, especially in the first half, unrecognizable from the team we saw in the group stage. And if they thought that maybe like, oh, let's not go all out. Let's try to defend maybe a little bit more. And I think maybe that would have induced a little bit of doubt into the squad because it's like, well, we've been playing one way. Why would we change it? If they did change something, bro, I think it showed in how they approached this mentally.
Yeah. Scroll down a little bit more. Keep going. It was unexpected that the USA had the ball for so long, then didn't know what to do with it. It's the opposite. They all underestimated the Netherlands. All right, cool. Yeah. It seems like everyone's kind of on the same page here. We kind of saw similar things. I do think that scoreline is the reason that some people, it's like mass media, will go with the idea that USA got mollywopped in this game.
Yeah, the scoreline does not do what actually happened justice at all.
Yeah, and I think the fact
really doesn't.
At the end of the day, the moment for hope was short too, with USA making it 2-1, and then that opportunity comes for Haji Wright where he couldn't connect with it. But then after that, Netherlands scores a goal right away, and immediately that hope is just rinsed away. Yeah. So I feel like it's a number of factors, but I do think there's a good reason for why you should be proud of this USA squad. You should be motivated about them, and the fact that 2026 it will be over here in the States. This is honestly a really good team to kind of set as a foundation moving forward for the next 3.5 years.
Agreed.
Croatia. All right, we're ready to move on to the next match then. Before we talk about the potential quarterfinal matchup that Netherlands will have, or rather the assured now quarterfinal matchup that they will have, let's talk about the other game that happened between Argentina and Australia, man. The Socceroos going up against this Argentina squad coming out of Group C, topping the group, getting this matchup, and Australia just surprising everybody in the world by essentially knocking out Denmark and taking over that second place spot in their group. Argentina, let me figure out where I want to go with this one. Argentina started off kind of slow. They started off kind of slow, and for a good first 30 minutes of the match, it was pretty even. A bit of a slugfest. Australia was showing their physicality.
Yes.
Was showing that they would be tough to penetrate, to get a goal on, to even get an opportunity on. And the same went for Argentina. Australia couldn't truly generate a true opportunity either. So for 30 minutes, the ball was just back and forth, maintaining possession, seeing who could get the advantage. But then all of a sudden, bro, as we've been seeing in this tournament and in his career overall, Lionel Messi in his 1,000th game of his career off of a sort of set piece has a quick interchange with Papu Gomez, I believe.
Yeah.
Ball lands at his feet. It's tight right there. A soft Messi touch, and somehow he finds a way to slide the ball through three multiple Australian defenders and get past Matty Ryan, and Argentina goes up 1-0 on what was truly their first opportunity at goal.
Yeah, it really was. Honestly, that first half went exactly as I pictured it the day before, bro. I knew Australia were going to keep it as tight as they could, but they never bunker all the way in. They always leave an outlet. You know, this time it was either Lecky on one side, Bacchus on the other, and then Mitchell Duke just going back and forth, constantly closing down any Argentine player with the ball. It's a really good tactic because the Australians stick to it and they believe in it. So if you just play the same way every time, Australia, no matter what, can keep it really, really close. It took a little bit of Messi magic to break the deadlock, but that's something you have to expect, right? This Argentina side is very, very talented, but who is the one guy that can score against anybody, no matter how good your defense is? Well, it's going to be Lionel Messi. Oh, yeah. What a lovely finish. And, you know, deserved for Argentina, I guess, in the moment. It's a beautiful finish. Nothing you can do about it. 1-0 to Argentina to Australia. But, you know, pretty much after that, it was just Argentina holding onto the ball, trying to be pretty patient about finding the moments to go through, to penetrate either off the pass or off the dribble. But Australia, dude, Rolls and Suter, man, the two big boy center backs at the back had a great game. And I'm talking all 90 minutes, bro. They completely shut down any Argentine fluidity in their offensive line. And, dude, if we had those two Australian center backs in the U.S. men's national team, we'd have a much more complete team. Oh, my God, dude. Like, low-key, like they're really, really good center backs. I think what this World Cup showed me is I don't think Zimmerman can be our starting center back. His decision making, man, and his hesitation on the big stage really concerned me, and I didn't know that was a problem until obviously we got to this big stage. But dude, Suter and Rolls never looked bothered that they were playing against Papu Gomez, Lionel Messi, and Julian Alvarez. They never looked bothered. They're like, all right, let's go. Like, they were ready for every single moment, bro. And I thought they defended really, really well, honestly. And the midfield did their job. It was always going to be hard to get the ball back and keep possession. I never expected Australia to keep a large portion of possession, so that was expected too. And I knew that Australia were going to have very few chances, and they were only going to go forward when it made sense. Yeah. And that is exactly what happened, bro. That is exactly what happened. And then to get the second goal for Argentina, basically an own goal. Matty Ryan lets down his back line with a terrible decision to try to dribble past two Argentine forwards. They pick him off, and then they score. That one sucked because, like I said, dude, Suter and Rolls did not deserve that. No. They did not deserve that. And so Argentina get a second goal. It's a gift. And, it's 2-0. And at that point, I was like, shit. Okay, there it is. It's done. But then, in beautiful Australian fashion, bro, they never gave up. Because that's the Australian DNA is fascinating to me, man. Fascinating. Because no matter what, they say, fuck it. We're going to try our hardest. And we know we're not going to out-tactic you. We know we're not technically better than you. But God damn it, we are going to fucking try. Yeah. And they get a crazy freak deflection goal to make it 2-1. And then honestly, after that, they were this close to equalizing. This close. An incredible, Messi-like, amazing run from Aziz Behic going past three Argentine defenders, just just loses his balance, and it then gets blocked by, I believe, Emiliano, Argentina's keeper. But he was this close to equalizing 2-2. And then literally the last play of the game with Gol Karang.
Oh, dude.
The ball falls to him, but he's spinning, so he has to spin back to try and hit it. It's tough. It's so tough. But my God, he gave it his all there. And I'm not going to blame anybody there from a finishing perspective. He tried. It was a really tough chance, but so close again for an Australian equalizer. And Argentina were stretched, truly stretched. And once again, I'm just left frustrated that Argentina have such an easy path here, because if this was any more ruthless team, Argentina would have gotten that equalizer conceded against them. And I don't even know if Argentina would have gotten that second goal, because they were literally gifted that second goal. And that's another thing, is that, once again, Argentina cannot find the fluidity that I think most people expect them to have. Because what did it take for them to score? Messi magic. And then besides that, they did not have any other big chance in open play. Now, they did at the end of the game, because Australia sent all of their guys forward. But now I know why Lautaro Martinez isn't starting anymore, bro.
Yep.
He missed a sitter.
Chat's going off on him.
Sitter, bro. And I was like, and he skied it too. He skied it. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, Martinez, man. What happened, brother? What happened? So yeah, Alvarez is for sure the go-to starting striker now for Argentina.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Martinez is out of form right now, and he missed another easy chance too. So I don't know. Basically, Argentina won this, I think, basically because they have Messi on the field. So that I would say, if you're Argentine, is very concerning if you play the Dutch team that we saw today.
Dude, yeah. This chat's going off on Lautaro. Scroll all the way up for me, producer Sib, while I read some of these super chats. I know we missed a couple, so I do apologize for that.
Let's do that, yeah.
From Marco Carmona, does the U.S. result versus the Netherlands mean that the U.S. men's national team was going all out for qualification, better than all other CONCACAF teams, and Netherlands were reserved on stage rounds and went all out of the elimination tournament?
Yeah, that's definitely. Yeah, first off, appreciate the super chat, Marco. That's definitely a valid point, and it's something that I mentioned earlier. So again, Southgate was asked, are you okay with 0-0 against the USA? He was like, absolutely.
Yeah.
He was like, absolutely. We don't need to go out on the group stage. We'll turn it on when we need to. And knowing Louis van Gaal's genius on the international stage, I'm sure he was fine with going at a lower gear against Qatar, even Senegal, Ecuador. I'm sure he was completely happy getting that big draw against Ecuador. Even though Ecuador outplayed them, I'm sure he was like, we'll be fine. We're going to be completely fine. So a really good point, because knowing that you're just better than your opponents can kind of give you that leeway in most cases. And for the Netherlands, I think that's something that they may have done.
Yeah, from Ibrahim Ahmed. $5. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, brother.
Messi turned on the Ankara Messi mode, and Lautaro turned on Higuain mode.
Shit.
Feel bad for him because he's a class striker.
Yeah, actually, I completely agree with you. I don't know what's going on with Martinez right now, because we previewed him as being the glue to this offensive line before the tournament, because his form for Argentina and for his club Inter Milan has been so good going into the tournament. But here at Qatar, he's been lackluster, man. Yeah. So much so that he was benched last game and he was benched today. So, yeah, going forward, it's Alvarez all day long.
Yeah. Lautaro Martinez is a new Higuain, and he might cost him this World Cup, says Aladdin. Why does Lisandro Martinez not start every game? He is most informed Argentine defender in the world. Why isn't Dybala getting any chances as well? I don't know if you remember me, but I'm still watching. Y'all are insane day and night. I'm listening every night, and your talk just makes my brain explode. Well, shit, man.
Love that,
Appreciate that,
really
bro.
Appreciate that.
$2 donation from Rusty Moreno. Thank you, my friend. Another super chat from Marco Carmona. It was a question about Asian teams. Here we go. After this World Cup, the Asian League better have a better commercial distribution so other parts of the world are able to follow those leagues. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people will be interested in Asian football now that they performed so well this World Cup.
Yeah.
To continue, stick skits. Says Lautaro Martinez finishing like Raúl Jimenez. Yeah, man. I mean, but yeah, it is pretty crazy how much his form has dropped, dude. I thought he was going to be the guy for Argentina this time around.
Man.
And I am interested to see if Dybala finds any sort of form here or any sort of chances as well. Di Maria, he was out today too. I don't know, man. Offensively, I am concerned about Argentina. I am concerned. I think a lot of the chat is too, because I'm seeing comments. If you can scroll up for me, please. Let's go read that one. Argentina will struggle against the Netherlands for sure. To be honest, all the defenses they have faced so far have been subpar.
Yes.
And the attacks have been subpar as well. And the backline is sketchy, to be honest.
That is exactly what I've been trying to say all tournament long, so I completely agree. Every team that Argentina has faced has been subpar in either the defensive or offensive category. They have not faced a complete team yet. No. They just haven't. Yeah. So we'll get our answer against the Netherlands.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. I want to build that up a little bit more because it's going to be an incredible matchup. Rihan Ramsunder says, a left back from 20th place Dundee United in the Scotland First Division turned into prime Messi and nearly scored the goal of the tournament. That's the beauty of the World Cup.
Hell yeah, man. That's exactly. I was saying that during the game. I was like, dude, there's a guy from Dundee United playing against Lionel Messi today, and he's doing great. Yeah. It's crazy. Only the World Cup.
Yeah, I fucking love it. The Hitman, $5. Thank you, my bro. The Dutch ain't winning this trophy. The USA was really tactically naive. Berhalter has to go. I do wonder. Do you guys think Berhalter should leave or should he stay for the future? Are you Berhalter in or Berhalter? Damn, hard word to say. Berhalter out. Where do you guys stand on that? To continue talking about this Australia-Argentina match, dude, Messi with 3 goals now in this tournament, looking like same old Messi. That is something to take into consideration, given that now it's go time, bro. Yeah. And Messi is at his top level, which is good to see. But the rest, man, the rest of the players, maybe Julian Alvarez is the only other one that I could give credit to for his ability to set a really good pressure on Australia, to constantly chase the ball, show some heart, show some fight. I think offensively, the rest of the players have been truly concerning, bro. And it feels like they're still trying to figure out who's their go-to guy outside of Messi and Julian.
Yeah. That's really true. The only other guy who's had a decent impact has actually been Enzo Fernandez since he came on against Mexico. He's done well in that starting position alongside the other midfielders. But again, is he the guy to rely on? Definitely not.
From Ibrahim Ahmed, apart from the lucky goal, Argentina were solid. The one thing to remember about Argentina is they know how to suffer. Remember, 2014 squad was inferior.
Again, even though Australia did have a good game today, I do think Argentina deserved to go through. They were the better team. So, I agree on that.
Yeah. Jesse Marsh for U.S. men's national team manager.
Whoa.
I think that'll be an interesting narrative in the next few years. Yeah, because if Berhalter is in, if he's out right away, then he has to be the immediate guy. But he just started up his project at Leeds. So timeline-wise, it might not match up for a while. Yeah. I think I'm Berhalter in, honestly. I think so. Give him 3.5 more years, because I don't think there truly is a better option that fits the timeline that the USA is on right now.
I just wish Berhalter wouldn't rotate so much in the biggest games. And I know he can because the number 9 position has not been cemented. But if you had not played Ferreira for a single minute in the group stage, what in the fuck are you thinking starting him in the round of 16? He can only be coming off the bench for the rest of the tournament. And to start him, I think, was a big mistake, man. Berhalter definitely confuses me. And I've already said it before. The idea of picking Tim Ream when you have not chosen him over the last 3 years is bizarre to me. Now, from a technical perspective, it makes sense. Tim Ream, captains Fulham. He's a Premier League caliber center back. But from a chemistry perspective, I think it was so bizarre that he never played or picked Tim Ream, virtually. And then come World Cup time, he's like, all right, Tim Ream, you are my starting center back. Just weird decisions that I wish he would just believe in chemistry a little bit more. Yeah. Believe in a better 11 a little bit more, and maybe there would just been a little bit more faith going into the match.
Yeah, and Karthik Raja makes a good point. Why do you think Shaq Moore kept getting subbed in over Yedlin until today? Yedlin looked better than Moore.
Well, Yedlin had that really good release to the right side that eventually led to the goal. And I was like, dude, Shaq Moore, when he came on, was it against England? It might have been against England or Iran. When he came on, I was like, oh, shit. Moore was not the guy to bring in right now. Like, he's shaky. I don't trust his defense right now. But Berhalter was like, Moore, you're coming on in a big moment right now. And that too. Berhalter, I still think, overall, he's good. But he makes some really weird decisions, bro. Really weird decisions.
This faded one really did get me. Yeah. Lack of chemistry options is a less lack of options. I think kind of messes with the chemistry too, especially at the number 9 with so many. Gio Reyna getting minutes today.
Yeah.
After not playing at all in the whole tournament.
Yeah.
Weird, man. Weird.
I think Aronson should have come on earlier.
Yeah.
He should have come on earlier.
Brendan Burns says, I'm Greg out, but I mean, Jesse needs a few more years at the top league as manager before he coaches the USA. Yeah, I can agree with that. Aussies were awesome. Messi has switched on his God mode like he did in 2014 World Cup. He has done it over and over again, and we all know somewhere he is going to do it again.
Yeah. That is the one thing, is that no matter how poor Argentina are, they have the best player on the planet, man. Mm-hmm. And that means something, bro. Mm-hmm. That means a lot, honestly. So Messi alone could actually take Argentina as to the fucking final.
Yeah, it might be 2014 again.
It might be. It might be.
Soltero, please try out for the U.S. men's national team and play at the 2026 World Play?
Hey, man, I could do better than Robinson today. Give me that left back position,
shit,
bro.
Man, shit. Yeah, Serginho Dest is disappointed that he chose for USA instead of the Netherlands. Dude, Serginho Dest showed out, though, man.
Oh, he did. No, he did. Yeah, I know. Serginho.
He had one play where he got past like 3 Dutch defenders, but he just couldn't get that ultimate shot on target. He flung it, man. He couldn't get good contact on it, but man, he was active. I loved how he played. Yeah. What's the weather like over there? Because they were so tired. Oh my God. Also, the pitch was shaky. Yeah. I wonder if that played a factor.
There was a comment by Hitman. He said the Aussies played to their strengths today. The USA did not. Completely agree. Because I actually thought Australia, even though they were losing for majority of the game after the 35th minute, I actually had a small belief that they would get back in this game because they never got stretched. Even the goal they conceded, they had 3 guys marking Messi. Yeah. It was just Messi who got over them. And besides that, Australia looked pretty compact and they looked comfortable defending. Whereas the USA, man, looked out of sorts at times. Yeah. So I'm just like, shit, Australia stuck to their guns. And it worked.
Graham Arnold football, man.
Hey, Arnold should coach the USA team.
Yeah, that's the guy, man.
Holy shit.
That's the guy. Scroll up for me, producer Sib. Down. Just a little bit. My fault. Keep going. One more. There you go. Ravi Mishra. Told you, bro. Lesser known teams will be blown away in the knockouts. Enough is enough. Morocco can't beat Spain. Similar story for Japan and Korea. It's the bitter truth. Bigger teams will shine on. Well, shit, he's right so far. He's right so far, brother. He's right so far. Drunken Ramblings with Aaron, my favorite name, man. Good to see you again. I give GGG credit for recruiting the young players and creating an atmosphere of family, but we need more than that. Must have better strategy in game.
Yeah. There's not too much hate to give towards Greg, right? He's done so much for this federation over these last 3 years. There's a lot of praise to be had, but yeah. You can still criticize him. I agree. Tactically, he's just got to shape up a bit.
Yeah. I think it's time that we preview Argentina against Netherlands, man.
Okay.
Let's do a preview now. With these both results happening, Argentina and Netherlands are both 3 games away, as DFO says. 3 matches to go from becoming World Cup champions. So, what a match we have on our hands, because the moment that we have been building up this Argentina team for will finally arrive when they face this Dutch side. This Dutch side are formidable. They've got a great head coach, one of the best international head coaches, I would say, at the World Cup. Yeah. They got a great system, a great game plan. And like I said earlier, they showed that, man, they are ready to go in the knockout stages. That Netherlands-Dutch clutch gene will come back into play, and they'll continue just riding that momentum. But on the other hand, you have an Argentina team that is low-key a little bit magical. Yeah, and you talk about their best player, Lionel Messi, having an incredible game once again, getting his goals in, being active, and being the reason that Argentina is able to break the deadlock and already a number of games for them in this tournament. Yeah. 2 teams that have history. They faced off, I believe, in 2014. They faced off in the 1978 World Cup final, perhaps. It was one World Cup final, I think. And so there's a history there between both teams. And once again, they'll be meeting up in the quarterfinals to define who moves on to the beautiful semifinal that awaits them. And I think this game will define everything about both these teams, and it's going to be one of the best matches at this tournament. I cannot wait, bro.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. You beautifully set that up. And I just can't wait to see the tactics that play out in this. Is Scaloni going to change anything? I know from Louis van Gaal, I'm pretty sure he's going to pick the same 11 he's picked in the Qatar game and in today's game because they've been really, really good. I think the Netherlands may have started off a little slow, but I think they're, like, as you previewed, they're finding their form. And I think they're just getting better and better and better. And even though the USA got close at times to score 3 goals and to have that scoreline 3-1 for the Netherlands, for that team to look up and be like, oh, we just won our round of 16 game 3-1. We're feeling good right now, bro. Feeling really, really good. Whereas Argentina, I think, is still a little confused. I'm going to be completely honest. But they can feel good themselves in the sense that, you know, they won the game too, and they have Lionel Messi for sure. So all that comes together in that quarterfinal game, and I think it's going to be a hell of a game because even though Argentina, I don't think are firing on all cylinders, they're fighters. These players play. They have grit. These guys play at the highest level in Europe. That means something. I just don't think it comes together to be a trophy-winning team is what I'm saying. But I think they'll at least be able to keep it tight. And if they can do that, then there's always room for Messi magic or maybe some crazy goal from maybe Fernandez or Alvarez. Maybe Gomez finally shows up. Who knows? But if the Netherlands just stay compact, if they keep that incredible backline that they have going, if Dumfries has the same type of game as he did today, and Depay, De Jong link up with each other, and Cody Gakpo just continues to be a menace, I only see one team winning this, man. I really do. I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any means, but my prediction for this game is I think the Netherlands are going to win. But I almost have to go with this because I've harped on Argentina not playing a complete team. There's no excuses now. If Argentina beat the Netherlands, I'll shut up.
Damn.
I will shut up.
Y'all heard that, chat?
Yeah. But I don't think they can do it because the Netherlands are truly a complete team. Unless Louis van Gaal changes like half the squad, gets nervous, makes the wrong decisions, then maybe I'll have an excuse. But if they play the same squad that they've been playing and they come out and play the same way and Argentina beat them, then I'll finally give them their credit.
I'll screen record that, fam. Oh, here, can we do a poll, Producer Sib? Give me a poll of who wins between Argentina and Netherlands. Argentina or Netherlands? I need to see where the chat stands on this. I'm a little afraid from the Netherlands perspective, man, and I'll tell you why. What if they used all their clinicality coins in that USA game?
Yeah,
man?
they might have, man.
Because they went 3 for 3 basically on opportunities. Denzel Dumfries had a really good, tidy finish. Depay getting his goal. Daley Blind got involved, man.
Yeah.
That's insane clinicality, man. And they were so efficient about it. Yes, they were ruthless, but I'm a little worried, man. I'm a little worried because now they're going to need those type of finishes even more with more pressure on the line, with the opportunity to beat an Argentina team with Lionel Messi on them, on the squad. And I think that maybe this time around, they're going to struggle a little bit more to be as efficient as they were against the USA. And if that happens, bro, I could also see the opposite happening for Argentina, who, yes, they haven't faced the best opponents. They have not. But they've been able to get past them. They've been able to get the results they needed. They're on a 3-game winning streak now, scoring at least 2 goals in every single match. They've shown that they can start to build this momentum now. And I could actually see them finally turning it on in the biggest match of the past 4 years for them in this game and beating a Dutch team that maybe doesn't show up the way they did against the USA today. And I'm saying that because in my previous predictions before the tournament started, I did have an Argentina-Brazil semifinal. And so I think that might be the defining issue for this game is Netherlands not actually being as clinical as they were against the USA.
Well, you know who didn't score today, though? Cody Gakpo.
Yes, sir.
He saved it. Yeah. He saved it, brother.
Yeah, he was a
Don't
little
worry.
off.
Don't you worry.
I hope, man.
Yeah.
I hope. I really do hope. I think I'm in a situation where I'm cool with seeing either one of these teams go through. The team that's more deserving will ultimately make me more happy. But if I'm going to submit my prediction, I'm actually going to go with the chat here. I'm going to go with Argentina for this match to win it. But a very close match, one that could potentially go to extra time and even penalties, if that, like in 2014. The chat, let's see. You can go ahead and end the poll for me so I can see the full chat. Thank you, producer Sid. You're doing a great job. Keep your head up. The Dutch will play Croatia in the semis. The Orange Monster has manifested. Be aware. Be very aware.
Oh, shit, man.
A Dutch threat.
That's a threat, but I love it.
The Fallen Prince, Lisandro Martinez, had a great game. No nonsense defending, and that block. It was 95% goal if Licha wasn't there. That's why I'm just surprised he didn't start, man. Yeah. God mode is on. Soltero is being anti-Argentina. The round of 16 is art. We have a favorite/big team up against an underdog in every single game. Up until this point, we haven't seen a heavyweight face another heavyweight apart from Germany versus Spain. Damn, that is pretty cool. That's why I'm even more excited for a Netherlands against Argentina matchup. Netherlands have a lot of patience. They don't have the pressure to score. Argentina, on the other hand, have that pressure. Oh, okay. I see what he's saying. I want to see what he's saying. Yeah, I see what he's saying.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. That's a cool take. I like that.
Okay. This was the Netherlands at 60%. We can also say that Otamendi has been Mascherano of 2014. Although he has not been at his level, but he still has been a lot more stable. We thought it would be Guti and Martinez, but now it's Otamendi and one of the two. So he's just commending the Argentine defense for what they've done so far. I think that's fair.
Otamendi has been the anchor, and then it's either been Guti, Romero, or Lisandro.
Otamendi was huge in that Mexico match, so I do agree. Dutch look weak. Oh, before the game, Dutch look weak. Scroll up a little bit. RJ says, me before the game, Dutch look weak. Me after the game, Dutch going to semis, maybe even final.
Yeah. If they're that clinical, bro, they could beat virtually anybody. Yeah.
Yeah. Japan's a heavyweight now, my guy.
Japan's a heavyweight. I like that. I like hearing that.
Argentina have their whole country in the stands. No way they're losing, bro. Well, then explain Saudi Arabia, man. Soltero has confirmation bias against Argentina. Doesn't see their positives, but focuses on any little mistake.
That's an interesting take. I don't give a lot of positives on the pod, but I do reserve them for myself. There was another comment that actually rounded me out perfectly, I think. He said, everyone's calling Soltero an Argentine hater, when in reality, Argentina nearly just went to extra time with Australia. That's the reality. Argentina were a one Behich chance away from having it equalized, and it would be 2-2 going into extra time for Argentina. This Argentine squad is not dominating the games that they should be dominating. It's Australia, the weakest team in the round of 16, and Argentina almost botched it. I'm not hating. That's the reality of it. And again, the second goal was a gift from Matty Ryan. Argentina did not score that in open play. It was an own goal, essentially. They scored one goal in open play today, and that was through Lionel Messi. And it wasn't even a real mistake from Australia. They had 3 center backs covering Messi. He somehow still found it. So I'm just being very realistic in what I am seeing. Now, am I not giving them the true positives like I do most teams? Possibly. But, I mean, to be positive about Argentina, let me try here. Let me try here.
I'd love to see this.
One thing I definitely can't commend them on is their midfield possession. It's very, very confident. Even though I don't think that Ball's very offensive, I think his penetrative passes are really bad, honestly. He's really good at rotating the ball. Very, very good at it. But so are the rest of his midfield partners, whether it's Enzo Fernandez or whoever else is in that midfield. And then, of course, that link-up play with Messi, Papu Gomez, they come in deep, and then they can make runs. Midfielders can make runs outside. So they have a really good knack at maintaining offensive pressure with the ball. They're really, really good at that. But most of the time, it never leads to anything. It never leads to a clean-cut chance. And that's where I harp on Argentina as not being a complete team, not being a team that can go all the way to the final, because I think that a really, really good team would craft way more chances, or at least way more true, deadly shots on goal, like Brazil has been doing, like France has been doing, like England has been doing, and low-key, like the Netherlands has been doing. I would say those 4 teams I just listed are a step ahead of Argentina. So for those reasons, I don't have Argentina getting anywhere near that final. So yeah. They have positives, but I think their negatives outweigh them.
I think that's fair.
I think it's fair.
I don't think you're saying anything too crazy.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. I'm just, a lot of the stuff I say is never pro Argentina, but it's also not coming from a hate perspective either. It's not. It's coming from a very realistic perspective. Now, why am I banking on it a lot? I don't like overhype. I don't like overhype. I hate overhype. And I'm just talking about in general in the world, bro. Man. If there's a crypto coin that's overhyped, immediately shit on it. You know? If there's a restaurant that's overhyped, then I have to go check it out. But if they get it done, then I give all full credit. Like I said, if Argentina beat the Netherlands, then they will have proved to me that they are actually a really, really good team, and that I'm done criticizing them, because at that point, they are a top 4 team. They'd go to the semifinals, and at that point, there's no more criticism to be had, and I would just be wrong. So I'm always willing to admit defeat.
Riding on the line, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm always willing to admit defeat. I just need to see it happen.
So let's go up here. Let me see what people are saying. Let me see what people are saying. Right, go down a little bit. Go down. Okay, there we go. Saul Acosta. Exactly, Soltero. That is the truth that they were one chance away from going to extra time when they should have put the game away. Thank you for not being biased because everyone gets too excited sometimes. Fair. Yeah. Australia's goal was a gift too.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, sure. They had to do a lot more, though, because the shot was from outside the box. So I don't know if it was a gift. It was lucky for sure, but I wouldn't call it a gift.
The Dutch know they are bosses. This is why they're confident. Dude, the Dutch run CONCACAF. They do. That's what today's loss did to me. They've beaten now the USA, Mexico, and Costa Rica. 3 solid CONCACAF teams that were trying to break the narrative on their country and the federation, and at the end of it, it's Louis van Gaal just dominating all 3 of these sides and getting the fucking victory.
Dude,
man.
It's crazy.
Same coach behind every single loss.
Everyone.
It's a little dark, bro.
That's dark, bro.
A little dark. Imagine this Dutch side with Wijnaldum, the puzzle piece that's missing in the midfield. I wonder if they had Prime Genie would have been amazing to see in this team.
Fun.
Netherlands are undefeated so far. That must mean something. Dude, I was thinking about that today, man.
Shit,
like,
they are.
They haven't lost in the World Cup. And before that, I think they were like on a 12-10 game winning streak. One of the few European teams that actually had a winning streak. So I was like, damn, dude, like Netherlands is on a fucking roll. Even if they didn't look that super convincing in the group stage, knockout stage Netherlands has arrived, folks.
Yeah.
Do you think Lo Celso not being there is showing? Because you did harp on the midfield. So do you think that's a part of what's happening? Because he was a big part of why they were able to go unbeaten for so long.
Yeah, I think the reason Enzo Fernandez has found his way into this 11 is simply the absence of Lo Celso. It took Scaloni a game or 2 to realize that, but Fernandez is necessary because you need another silky midfielder because it's completely lacking. Without Lo Celso, you don't have that guy who's very comfortable on the ball, but who is also creative. Enzo's kind of, he's not fully there, but he's kind of that type of player. So I think he definitely helps out with a fluidity perspective for Argentina. But yeah, I would say overall, they are missing Lo Celso. I would say they are.
Yeah.
All
right, let's do match ratings, man. I want to hear what y'all think. Which one was the better game today? Which one was the better game? Click on that slide for me, producer Sid. Right there. That's it right there. Thank you for the donation, Hermans Chintu. Love the podcast. Soltero, don't change. You're great. Hey,
Thank
man.
you, brother.
That's big for you, bud, man. Congrats. Hey, appreciate that, man. First game we are going to rate is Netherlands against the USA. Scale 1 to 10 when you talk about atmosphere, entertainment, quality on the pitch, big moments. How good was this game on a scale of 1 to 10? Truly interested for this one because did you guys find it to be like a 9 out of 10 or was it like a 6 out of 10 or something? What do you guys think? 8.5, 7, 5, 8, 5. Shit, this one's drastic. Okay. Karthik, 6. Ibrahim, 5. Surjo, 7. Kevin, 8.8. Fuck, man, where'd I go with this one? Shit,
what
man.
would you give it?
I would give it 4 goals. USA had some good moments. I would give it a strong 7, a high 7, maybe even an 8.
Okay,
yeah, maybe even an 8.
Yeah, I might give it a mid-7 because I wanted more from the U.S. Not even from goals, just maybe from a little heart.
Yeah.
I want to see a little more heart.
The Hitman says the last time the USA beat a European team was 2002.
Oof.
That's pretty crazy.
Shit.
We'll go 7, 7.5.
Yeah,
I think 7.5 for this one. And then the second game, Argentina against Australia. Guys, let us know. What did you guys think about this one? 1 to 10. I thought this was the weaker game of the two today.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd probably rate them the same. I mean, well, actually, no, I'd rate it a little bit lower.
I go 7 for this one, 7.5.
That's what I would do.
USA.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah. 5s, 9s, 4s, 6.9. Come on, brother. 8, 5, 9, 5. Okay. Damn, 9s and 8s? 7. Fuck, man. Chat really got me all over the place on this one. I'm ragdolling right now. Like 9 because they almost went to extra time at the end.
The ending was crazy because Australia went all out. They went all out and they were an inch away from pulling it off.
Shit, man.
Yeah, but I get that. I don't know.
It was a great game football. Okay, so we might have to do a poll here. Producer Sip, to decide which one was the better game of the day. USA versus Netherlands or Argentina against Australia. USA, Netherlands. And then that's perfect. And then I like that. The abbreviations.
AUS against ARG.
Yeah. AUS versus ARG. I need to know what y'all think, man. And then
say I guess.
Just ask that. There you go. Good to go. There you go. Producer Seb doing the best he can do, man. The best he can do. Pull is up. Regardless, I think both games were at the end of the day pretty entertaining. Because they weren't absolute bangers, but they were fun.
Yeah, they weren't bangers. They weren't bangers.
The stage is big. There's so much weight on the line, so much pressure. Regardless, I don't think I could ever see a boring knockout stage game because of how much is on the line.
Yeah, there's so much on the line, dude. So much on the line.
91 votes. Australia, Argentina gets the edge, 62% versus USA, Netherlands, which got 38%. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Hey, W for the second stream producer.
Yes, sir. Producer Sib.
My fucking roommate, man. All right, fair enough. So Argentina against Australia gets the match of the day, and we're now going to preview tomorrow's matches. Give me match preview slide, please. Thank you, my friend. The first match we are going to preview is France against Poland. France against Poland.
I hate this Polish team. I think it might be the 10th time I've said it. I just hate the way that they play. I hate the way that they set up. There's, those teams where you just hate the way they play football. Poland is one of those for me, man. Yeah. I just hate the way that they play. And unfortunately for them, they're going against a juggernaut of an offensive side in France. Juggernaut. They might be able to keep it tight, maybe for a little bit, just because, they have that back five. Maybe Glick shows up, really commands that back line to just kind of be good. Maybe Szczesny shows up again. He's had some tremendous saves throughout this tournament, and I could definitely see him having a good game. But I think overall, the French pressure will crack this Polish defense. Oh, just in general. So, yeah, I have France winning this. I'm curious to see how long Poland lasts, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Yeah. And does Lewandowski get a clean-cut chance? Maybe.
Yeah, but I could see him getting a goal, and then he looks up at the scoreboard, and it's like 5-1.
Shit, man.
France 4-0.
Yeah.
France 4-0. 4-1. France 3-0. Poland will surprise France and redeem Group C. Damn.
If Poland, I'll be so surprised if Poland can keep it tight for like over an hour.
Yeah,
that would surprise
60 minutes.
60 minutes.
Compactness.
Yeah.
That'd be great for me, man. But I also, man, on one side, I want to see France dominate. I want to see France dominate, man. I want them to jumpstart their championship defense right off the bat with this big knockout win against a team that they are absolutely better than, man. Yeah. Field the best starting 11 that you can. Deschamps, and go off, man. Yeah. Go off. Ibrahim Ahmed. Just to make it fun, I'm supporting Poland. If they lose, sure. If not, I am a genius, bro.
Hell yeah,
I like that. I like that, man. I like that. We won't, yeah.
It's also kind of fun just cheering for the clear underdog.
Yeah.
Like just knowing like shit, my chance of winning are so low, but if they could get like a goal,
dude,
then you're off your ass, fun, bro. It makes it really fun.
Even today, I was going for Australia for a minute because I was just like I want to see how far they can go until they get that goal, until Argentina gets that goal. All right, and then the last game tomorrow will be England versus Senegal, man.
Yeah, dude.
England versus Senegal.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this, man. Mm-hmm. England coming into this game, topping Group B, Senegal falling in second, and we have an awesome matchup between European giants and African royalty, man. African champions. Who do you guys think is going to win this match? I think for me, this is going to be the match of the day. I hope it won't be as drastic as France versus Poland, and I hope that we get a banger. I agree, Gwendorella. Senegal, a lot of Senegalese supporting this one because I think there's a fair argument or a fair reason to believe that Senegal could win this, dude.
I can kind of see it. I could see it. It'll be very, very tough, but I think at the very least, this is going to be a highly competitive game, and it's the game I'm looking forward to so far out of like these 4 matchups we've had for round of 16 games.
Yeah, I agree. Waka Senegal's going through on penalties. I want Senegal to win. I love Senegal, but England will pull through. Damn, I think ultimately I have England winning this one. I have them winning this one. Bro, if they lose in the round 16,
that'd be a big failure.
Chaos, man. They'd probably delay the start of the Premier League, dude. That shit would impact society and economy over in England, bro. Yeah. If they lose in the round 16, I just think it's almost like it'd be a dream for Senegal if they're able to win this match, but I'm going England, man. I want England to win this one. I want them to get through to the quarterfinals, and then and then I'll let them lose. Then I'll give them the permission to lose, man. I'm like Bane in fucking The Dark Knight. You can't die yet, Christian Bale, Batman. You can't die yet. Not until I tell you to.
Yeah.
And I just don't think it's the time yet for England.
It can't be. There's that comment that said, love Senegal, but England are going to pull through. That is essentially my sentiment going to this game. I love Senegal. I love that the way that they play. Koulibaly and Ismaila Jacobs have been phenomenal at the back, man. Ismaila Sarr up top had the best game he's had at a World Cup so far in his last match. If he can continue that, then their offensive line can look deadly, man. And then the midfield has been pretty solid too. So I think they're gonna go for it.
Yeah.
I think Senegal are gonna go for it, and they're gonna make it a hell of a match. But yeah, I just think England have just too much quality.
Yeah.
And you're right. They cannot lose here.
No.
They cannot.
No.
And even though I think Senegal will give it their all, I have England just pulling through here.
Yeah. I like this comment. Roca said, if you could scroll up for me, producer Steve. He said right there, I'm living in England. If they lose, I'm not stepping outside, bro. I'm not stepping outside.
Man, no, protect yourself.
I'm interested to see the lineup. The lineup that Southgate puts out. Does Foden start or not? Because he started him in that Wales game, but it also felt like that was a pity start almost because he didn't start the first 2 games, and he knew that he would beat Wales regardless.
Yeah.
What about now, Southgate? Talk to me, Gareth. You're in the round of 16 against a feisty opponent. Do you give Foden the start? Because I think you absolutely should, man. Same with Rashford as well. Rashford is in really good form. Already has like 3 goals this tournament. He deserves to start too. Harry Kane up top. Interested to see what he does. Or does he go with Saka, man? Does he have Saka instead on that right wing? Man, I'm interested to see, but I think it all depends on Southgate's lineup, just like Kevin J says.
Yeah.
And only if Mane was there. Yeah, I agree, man.
That'd make this game like a banger.
Yeah.
It'd make it an instant classic with Mane always waiting on the sideline, waiting to be released.
Yeah.
And then to just go at England. And with the Senegal with the whole country of Senegal behind that, man, anything would be possible.
Yeah, and they're in attendance too.
Oh, they're out here in Qatar, bro.
Yeah. All right, folks, 5 minutes of Q&A, and we are out. Before we go, I don't trust Southgate. England is the most disappointing Euro team over in World Cup history. Shit.
We'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah.
If England get this wrong, then Southgate, this would be a bottle job. Yeah. This would be a complete bottle job if Senegal just outplay England and they can't figure it out mid-game.
Yeah. Seen this comment a lot, so I'll acknowledge it.
Please.
From Abhi says, Soltero, I respect your opinion, but Argentina haven't been that bad, bro. A team can't be bad when they have Messi at God level. Argentina needs improvements, but still, be ready to change your opinion.
And that is exactly, I think, what I said. I said Argentina, as long as they have Messi, can go all the way to the final. I also said Argentina actually aren't that bad. I just think that they have a lot of improvements to be made. And I am ready to change my opinion if they beat the Netherlands. So I'm in complete agreement there.
Hey, same goes the other way, though. If
that won't
if
happen,
Argentina loses, are you going to change your mind, bro?
No, that won't
Marco
happen,
Carmona, $5. Thank you, my guy, man. Appreciate the donations, for real. Got to go for youth, England, if they'll have the legs for the long game. Experience is good, but start Foden and Rashford. I agree. I agree completely, Marco.
Yes.
Might as well come on the pod, bro. Become one of us, man. I completely agree.
Completely agree.
Shout out producer Sib. Great work, says Rudy is Magic. With, by the way, is producer Rudd in disguise. That's producer Rudd's account. Rudy is Magic. Go block him. Block his ass, man. Get him out of this chat, bro. Let's cut practicality and manifest Portugal versus Argentina in the final. It's still in play, man. It's still in play. It's unfortunate the World Cup is every 4 years. The Give and Go is the real MVP. This podcast is great, man. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, we're working every day, man. I think we're at, 15, 14 streams in a row now?
Holy shit, really?
I don't think we've taken a day off.
Damn, that's dope.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. If Senegal can beat England, they can beat anyone, even France, who they play in the quarters. I agree.
Oh, yeah, man.
I agree.
Oh, yeah.
You think 4-3-3 is right for U.S., or do you want to see a different shape next turning?
I actually do think 4-3-3 is right. It'll be tough to fill that number 9, but just put anyone in there. Try to build some chemistry in that position. I like having Pulisic on one wing, and then you can choose between Weah, Aronson, or Reyna. I think those 3 are really good options. It maximizes our wing play, and we have good central striker. What I would be interested to see is I think we need to have the ability to change up our midfield setup sometimes. I honestly think if we went with a more offensive midfield, we would have won today's game. Because as soon as Aronson came on in that midfield, completely different game. His impact was incredible, whereas I thought McKennie was a little slow today. I thought McKennie wasn't at his full force today. So, we like to play with Adams and McKennie as our holding midfielders, but what if Berhalter just played one defensive pivot?
Yeah.
Just one pivot,
Yeah.
and then you had Musa and Aronson as your two central fluid midfielders. That, I think, would work against a bunkering back five like we saw today. So I think 4-3-3 is right. Berhalter just has to be willing to change up that middle three sometimes.
Right, yeah. I think that would be key right
That'd
there.
be key right there.
Awesome.
If he's fluid with that, then the USA could beat anybody.
Yeah, with a good 9, man.
Oh, with a good 9?
Could do it. They could do it. Man. I like this. So the comment we mentioned about the viewer who said you have to be ready to change your mind.
Yeah.
He responded to us asking him if he would change his. He says, "I will never be seen again." I love it, man. I love it. Ibrahim Ahmed, $10. Thank you, my friend. Remember, every opinion about Argentina today was the same during the Copa win against Brazil. No one, and I mean no one, picked them. You know what happened in the Maracanã.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Was that the one that was played with only like a limited crowd though?
Oh, bro, that game might as well have been in my fucking rec field, bro.
Yeah,
there was no fucking crowd whatsoever.
I know
that you said that you're not trying to hate on Argentina. Well, I am, bro. I am hating on Argentina. They've bamboozled my Mexican squad for years, bro. I'm hating on Argentina, man. No, I'm playing. But yeah, I hope Maguire just don't mess up. Feel bad for the guy.
Yeah. I hope the anti-hate speech towards Maguire doesn't continue if he has a bad game. Well, if he has a bad game, I guess it's warranted. But
Angus BS, Happy Sutar, Aussie.
Harry Sutar.
Oh, Harry, yeah. Harry Sutar, Aussie. Do you just think he should go somewhere else?
Bro,
besides Scotland? Bro?
He's got to get out of there, man. I thought he was phenomenal today, man. A really big character, but he looked so comfortable against a really good Argentine offense.
Yeah.
So I was like, shit, man. This guy could play for like a mid-tier Premier League side, honestly.
Dude, yeah, the most physical league in the world, bro. This guy's built for it.
Yeah,
and bred for it.
I'll be looking just at Suter's next career moves. Like, I might not see him play, but I would love to see if he gets a move in the near future.
Yeah, I'm interested. And for how much, too?
Yeah.
What's his age? You know?
I don't know. Damn. I don't know.
Ordak, thoughts on the Callisto protocol? I don't know what that is.
We'll have to look that up later.
We'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
We'll look it up. Morocco to beat Spain says... I think you got to scroll down. Missed the name.
There
it is. Nads L says Morocco to beat Spain. I love it, man. I love it.
Would love to see it.
I love it. Would this be the matchup out of all the matchups in round 16 that could actually have an upset? Or do you think like Japan could maybe do it? Or South Korea against Brazil? What's the most likely upset in the round of 16? I do think it might be Morocco versus Spain. I do think so. Spain has not impressed me since their Costa Rica victory.
Yeah.
And Morocco has done nothing but impress me.
Yeah.
So I think that might be the most favorable one, honestly.
Yeah. I'd give like a good shout out to Japan-Croatia too. Japan played Croatia, right? Yeah. I'd give a shout out there too. I think Japan have a good chance there.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Love the pod, says Adi. Will you guys do similar streams for the Premier League, La Liga, Champions League? I'll probably miss the stream more than the World Cup. Damn.
Love that, dude.
Damn.
Really love that.
I do think if you guys, for those that didn't watch this before the World Cup, we would pre-record our podcast and then I would edit them and upload them. But ever since this started happening, I think when we do our podcast, we'll just do them live now, man. Yeah. We'll do them live.
And, just to put that out there too, the reason why me and Reynoso have such a love for international football and such a knowledge for it too is we watch club football very intently. So all of the opinions we have at international stage, we do have it at club stage too. We really do. So I'd love to do something with like Premier League or La Liga analysis, Champions League, whatever it is, man. As long as it's professional football, I'm there, bro. Yeah, I'm always there.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I do want to do more coverage over all the leagues happening, especially now that the community has continued growing. Yeah. Probably just won't do everyday streams like we're doing right now, working our asses off. But we'll definitely continue streaming for sure. Yeah. And yes, I want to speak on this news, man. Did you see the stuff about Pelé, dude?
What happened?
Pelé, Brazilian footballing legend, to many the greatest player of all time, has been reported to be on end-of-life support in the hospital right now. So he's like in critical condition. Yeah. I don't know specifically what's been going on with him. I think it's something with his colon cancer. But he is struggling right now, and I just want to send out positive thoughts from the Give and Go. I want W's in the chat for one of the greatest players of all time. Pelé, the Brazilian man, one of the greatest players ever. He deserves all the respect in the world. 82 years old, and I hope that we can continue seeing him more because it's not time for him yet, man. It's not time. Yeah. Brazil's in this tournament, and I want them to do something special for him. He is a legend to the game, and I just hope he can better his condition and just continue to see brighter days, man, honestly. Yeah. So prayers up to Pelé, positive thoughts, and just keep him in your mind, man, because that's a football legend. Thank you for the W's, folks. Thank you for the W's. Poland Brought 1999 says, I understand Soltero's hate on Poland. I'm at least happy we got in the knockouts. I appreciate your podcast. Love from Europe.
Thank you, man. And just to make it clear, it's not hate out of like passionate hate. It's hate out of frustration that this Polish side isn't better. When you have Zielinski out on the pitch and you don't even use him right, that hurts me. And I'm just like, dude, what a baller that is. Flying high for Napoli, and he's just not even getting on the ball. Lewandowski, one of the greatest number 9s of this modern generation, when he's on an island for 90 minutes, tough to see. So it's just, I'm frustrated with the way that Poland plays. So that's where my hate comes from.
Yeah. If anything, I feel like you've hated on Poland more than Argentina.
I have.
But I like how respectful that guy was. He was just like, hey, I get it, man. Matias Cordero, $5. Thank you, Matias. I gained back my love for football again thanks to you guys, dude.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm
glad we're here for you.
The passion of the sport, man. That's the thing. I don't feel like ESPN or Bleacher Report or whoever, the big shows, Univision, I don't feel like they have that passion, man. Yeah. That's why I want to start the show, because there's a beauty to the passion. Yeah. Pelé is fine now, according to his Instagram post. Oh shit, I got to check that out.
Okay,
I gotta look at that to see if that's true, man. Because I really do hope he's better already. A few more comments here. Congrats to the Give and Go crew for getting out of the group stage in consecutive streams.
Hell yeah.
Pelé's still the only player with 3 World Cups to his name. That's crazy, man.
Is crazy.
That's crazy.
That's so many World Cups,
That's king shit, man.
3,
king
man?
shit. 3, bro.
Jesus,
3.
That's a lot.
Enrique Rios, looking forward to the 2026 World Cup. What is the next stepping stone for Mexico, Canada, and the USA? If we can sum it up for each one.
Yeah.
For Mexico, I think it's development of players. Send them to Europe. Don't let them stay in Liga MX. And a good, innovative head coach. For the USA?
For the USA, we actually might have the brightest future, honestly, out of all of the 3 of these teams. What we showed, we're the only CONCACAF team to get out of the group stage, and I think there's a reason for that. We have true quality and talent throughout this squad. I think the only thing that the USA needs to do, believe in this core, because this core is incredible. Believe in it, continue to develop it, grow it, and build that passion and chemistry among this team. Just do that. That's number 1. And number 2, I feel like Berhalter just needs to be a little bit maybe braver in his decisions, or just a little bit more solitude in his decisions. If Berhalter can just be a little bit more resolute, I think that's it, man. I feel like the USA have the least to do to be successful in 4 years. Yeah. Just build that core. Build around it, and we'll have a really successful team.
Second youngest team at the World Cup. They have to take advantage of that stat,
Take advantage of it.
Be more formidable by 2026. And then Canada. I think the Herdman debate. Does current Herdman stay to continue progressing that game, that style of play, or does he leave to kind of let someone else take the helm from the point that he's left Canada at? And same with their players. I'm interested to see, because they do have a number of older players on their squad. How do they transition them out while still keeping those young, fine-tuned players and finding young talent within the country that can match up to that level? Because if the youth talent of Canada isn't up to the level, Alphonso Davies, Jonathan David, then I do think they might end up being weaker than what they were this time around.
Yes.
But it's about figuring that debate out and seeing if they can continue also developing that young talent to match that level of the players that I just named. If they do that, man, Canada could become a very dangerous team.
Completely
very
agree.
Dangerous.
Canada's path to greatness in 2026 is trickier, but if they figure it out, then the rewards will definitely be reaped. 100%.
And especially taking this experience here at the World Cup, they could end up using it to their advantage.
A
really big loss. Just never be as bad as they were this time around, man.
Yeah.
All right. So, man, I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. One more super chat if you scroll down, I think. Yeah, here we go. David Sanchez, $5. Thank you, David. Once Messi and Ronaldo retire, do the keys of the football world go to Mbappe? Cheers from Texas, boys. Beers on 6 on me if your predictions are spot on. Damn. I would love that.
Hey,
top one.
Here we go.
Yeah, beers on 6th Street. Shots on 6th Street, bro. If we're on 6, that's shots, brother. That's shots. But the question of once Messi and Ronaldo retire, man, It's Mbappe or Haaland, dude. It's Mbappe or Haaland. And what's crazy is, yes, Mbappe's shining at the World Cup, but Haaland at the club.
Oh, my God, man. Oh, my God. Statistically, Haaland is looking like maybe the best footballer of all time. Like, statistically.
Yeah.
So I feel like the keys would definitely go to Mbappe, but Haaland might be in the front runner to actually take it from Mbappe and be like the golden boy, the poster boy for the future of football.
But I just wonder how much being at Norway, being Norwegian, kind of holds back Haaland because Mbappe kind of benefits from being a French player,
for sure,
being able to win the World Cup at 18 and now having a chance to get a second one, bro. If Mbappe comes back to club football with 2 World Cup trophies in his pocket, that's a lot of ground for Haaland to catch up.
That's a lot
with,
of ground to catch
Even
up.
if we all know the Norwegian squad isn't as good, I could actually see them kind of hurting him a little bit, man. So he's just gonna have to do double at the club level, just double it up. Being Mbappe, get Champions League trophies, as many as possible.
Yeah,
and he's setting himself for that, being at Man City now, and hoping to change that curse they have of not winning a Champions League trophy. So I think there's a lot of work. There's a lot of work to be done. I think Mbappe has the advantage because of the World Cup appearances and performances, but it's still close, man. It's close. Ibrahim Ahmed, it's okay, Soltero. We know you don't want to go to Argentina and kiss the soil wave. We did say that, and we've been planning out give and go trips. We might have to go to Argentina if they win that trophy, man. We might have to even go see the parade, dude. See them bring that World Cup and see it right in front of your eyes, bro.
I'd actually love to go.
That teach you a lesson. No,
I would love to go.
Honestly, the difference in opinion is what makes the podcast. Would love to talk football without spending on super chats better than on OnlyFans.
He loves to talk. He loves to talk football with super chats than spending on OnlyFans.
Okay. I see what he means. Okay, I see what he means.
So hell yeah, bro. Really appreciate that.
Damn. If France wins, has any team won with that much talent and not even playing because of injuries?
This would be crazy,
man.
The amount of injuries they have what, 3, possibly 4 starters out injured, and for them to even, I think even to get to the semifinal would be ridiculous. Considering that, a large majority, or not majority, but a large percentage of their team is out injured. Like starting. It's a
lot, man. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Like 5 players, no? I think 4 or 5.
4 or 5. Yeah.
Damn.
It's insane.
Let's see a few more because these questions are really good.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to sponsor Haaland for a U.S. citizenship. Hey, they need a 9, bro.
That'd be great.
They need a 9. They can figure that out.
That'd be crazy.
He can pull off like an Iñaki Williams for the Americas. Once Ronaldo and Messi step down, there won't be direct replacements. An example is that every year we will see a different Ballon d'Or winner. No one will dominate the scene the way Messi and Ronaldo did. Yeah, man.
I actually agree with that.
Yeah. I don't ever want the recency of Haaland's dominance and Mbappe's dominance to get in the way of remembering how dominant Messi and CR7, bro, for nearly 10 years, those 2 players led their leagues in scoring and achievements and trophies. And that was a real truth of the footballing world, is that whichever team those 2 players play on will probably end up winning the biggest trophies in Europe that season. And so we cannot forget that, man. We cannot forget. No matter the numbers, no matter the crazy highlights we see so far, it's going to take a lot for Mbappe and Haaland to ever reach that point. They definitely can, but it's going to take a lot, man.
Yeah.
It's going to take a lot.
I think another thing that stumps both Mbappe and Haaland is that Ronaldo and Messi, when Mbappe and Haaland hit the scene, like at a very high level, Ronaldo and Messi were still playing at an incredible level. And Messi's still playing very, very well. So Haaland and Mbappe have had to genuinely share a large portion of that limelight.
You're right.
They've had to share a large portion.
Yeah,
of it.
whereas like Ronaldo and Messi kind of came into the scene at a point of like transition for the football world.
Yeah.
I remember in the 2010s or 2000s, I think there was a different Ballon d'Or winner every single year up until Kaká won it last. And then from then on, I think it was 2006, 2007, Messi, Ronaldo, Messi, Ronaldo, Messi, Ronaldo, then Modric, Messi, Ronaldo, Messi, Ronaldo. So I do think that the kind of overlap that has happened during Haaland and Mbappe's careers just won't let them be ultimately compared to the greatness of those 2 players unless they can do that to the next generation. If they can have the same longevity as Messi and Ronaldo, like do this shit for the next 15 years,
right,
then I'll consider it.
Right. Yeah. It'll take 10 years for me to be like, okay, Mbappe and Haaland actually did take the torch.
Yeah, I want to go out with this question poll.
Yeah.
I want to know where they stand: Mbappe or Haaland. That's simple.
Yeah, let's end on that.
Let's end on that. Mbappe or Haaland. MBAPPE. Producer Sib. There you go. And then Haaland. HAALAND. LAND. There you go. Send that shit, man. Let me see what people think about these two players in the scope of world football. Which one do you think is the best? Which one's better? Which is the greater player? And which one will probably either win the most Ballon d'Ors in the future? I know that right now, Mbappe's going crazy, but let's not forget how Haaland started off this season, man. Let's not forget that.
Oh,
man.
let's not forget
that.
And he has so many more games in the Prem to just keep going.
Yeah.
So many more games, bro.
Yeah. 92 votes so far. Mbappe at 60, Haaland at 40. I like this. Let it keep going a little bit more. I think it's going to become a lot closer. Mbappe is overconfident. I love Haaland, but Mbappe has... it went away. I didn't see it. Haaland is a great striker, but Mbappe is a complete player.
That's definitely true. Haaland is only good at offensive line play. Hold up, maybe a little one-touch build-up with hold-up play, and then finishing in the box. Yeah. Right? That's Haaland's bread and butter. But he's so fucking good at it. So you got to commend him as being maybe one of the best players just in general.
So, man.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, it's getting a lot closer. Mbappe at 55%, Haaland at 45%, bro. And if I asked this a month before the World Cup, I think it'd be flipped. I think people would have been saying Haaland because Mbappe had a little bit of a dip during the club season.
It's that recency bias.
Yeah. I think that's 52 at 48. I love this, man.
Oh my God.
I love how close it is.
It's just like Messi and Ronaldo.
Yeah.
50-50, man.
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah. Players and futures will be like Neymar. Good a couple seasons and then come down a step or two. No one will be top tier for 15 years straight like these two beasts. I agree.
I can definitely see it.
I agree.
Where we just never see another pair or even one player dominate for over 10 years.
Agree, bro. It's just so long, man.
So long.
It's way too long for not just one player, but two players to do that. And Messi and Ronaldo, though.
Yeah, that's crazy.
God damn it. And Messi's like out here carrying Argentina still.
And he still looks good doing it.
Yeah.
He looks good doing it.
He's been saying this is his last World Cup, but bro, I don't know about that, man.
Yeah, no,
I don't really know about
4
that,
years
bro.
later.
He could be playing with a cane, bro. With a cane in 2026, and he'd be fine, man.
He'd be damn good. His vision will have improved.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Just his feet won't be there.
Just don't run anymore.
Just don't run.
Stay in the middle of the park.
Yeah.
Just send these beautiful balls.
Please.
Old man Messi. I cannot wait for that era, man. Honestly, because I thought old man Messi would show up at this tournament, but bro, 35 years of age has never looked younger, man.
My God.
I love in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Will El Salvador win the Gold Cup this summer?
El Salvador?
Yeah. And I'm asking that because our producer Sib, he's El Salvadorian. So we'll acknowledge that comment. Otherwise, I wouldn't even mention it.
We'll definitely do a little El Salvador deep dive before the Gold Cup. That's for sure. We will. We have to.
I think I'm busy, bro.
No, I don't think they'll win it. But I think they'll have a good performance.
Okay.
I think they'll have a good performance. Okay. They had a really good performance when, 2021? Last year. They had a good performance last year, I think, losing to Qatar. Or what? No, it was Mexico. I think it was Mexico, and they only lost by like 1 goal or something. We were actually, me and producer said we're at that game live.
Cotton Bowl?
Yeah. That might have been a group stage game, so I don't fully remember. But they did have a good tournament last year. So, yeah, El Salvador could have a good tournament. Why not?
Sure. Yeah. Best team that didn't make the World Cup, Hungary. All right, we'll end it with that, man. Thank you guys for being here, man. What a great live stream. What a good time. Thank you for participating. And tomorrow we have two big matches with England, Senegal, and Poland, France. So let's go, man. I see the merch questions, and I will answer that on tomorrow's stream because we are working on some special stuff. So, guys, keep updated with us. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon. Peace.
Peace, guys.
There you go. Yep. Boom.